That's the kind of fighter she is.
Just to finish off on that little note that Neil was talking about, when Rafaela Silva was winning the World Cup in Madrid in 2009, Bold Gankai was struggling in the Ulaanbaatar Cadet Championships.
Yeah, there you go. And she's one of the older ones, you know, I mean, but she's fighting fighters that sometimes 15 years her junior. And like I say, still performing at the very best. I mean, how she does it. I mean, she became world champion in a second time. This is in between, well, after she'd won the Olympic gold medal. So she was world champion. Then she won the Olympic gold medal a few years later. And then it was over a decade later, she won her second world title. Trying to get that arm over the back there, and I can tell you, Bold doesn't like it at all. Doesn't want that hand to land. Mr. Marius Visa with his family and little baby daughter there, enjoying herself.
Left-sided as well.
So far we haven't seen Bold. I was just about to say Bold hasn't attacked yet. Well, normally she comes out and she's really aggressive, Bold, and she's really tentative here. You can see that she is fighting a different match, which is going to work to the advantage of Rafaela Silva. Looking to change the direction. There's the Sasai this time. Sasai Surikomiyashi from Rafaela Silva. Two Silvas fighting for bronze.
Don't confuse
Did you
them.
like that? It was good though, wasn't it? Nuana Silva, the other Brazilian, is on the other side and has come through. She'll be fighting for bronze up next. There happens sometimes.
No real harm done. We'll get back underway with a minute and a half left to go. Shido apiece.
Yes, Shido each, and everything to fight for here. Score could do it. Got to say that the Yuko has been working well, and also the freedom of transition and the amount of time allowed for the transitions as well has meant that we've seen a lot more groundwork over the 4 days, and not only that, variations of groundwork. And this line play here, without any real advantage of pushing or guiding somebody to the edge there, it's just mate come back, or they opt to just walk back in. And so both a little warning there, just to a little bit more action. So now, two Shidos on the board. I'm going to say no pressure, but there is pressure. Of course there is. Well, who's going to take the initiative and go for it? Because that's what it's going to come down to here. Looking for the Seoinage here, Bold. The power of Rafaela Silva is really a problem. There it is. And that Cianagi there has taken her over. It's, well, 4 seconds left, and she went for the arm lock there, Silva. And Wazari to Bold there. The first time that she got the chance to dive underneath there for the Cianagi, and she manages to rotate Rafaela Silva onto her shoulders. They're going to have a look, I think, to see if it warranted the ippon.
I'm glad it's just the two of us here, Neil, in the commentary position, because I spoke to Loretta Doyle this morning, and I mentioned to her, I said, you know, Bold. She said, yeah, but she hasn't been on form recently. And I said, she won Dushanbe. The week later, she was 7th in Astana. I think that's reasonable form. Yeah, because that was only a few weeks ago.
Of a Brazilian medal, yeah. Laszlo, probably one of the physically strongest. She looks for the big right arm over the back there just to control the head.
Yes, I just had a message saying that. Thanks very much for that, because it is odd that they have coaches, both from the under 52 kilo category, super competitors. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Erica Miranda has 5 World Championship medals, one of which is a silver, which fits nicely with Silva. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Neil. Sorry.
Is he getting we're towards the halfway mark now with the World Championships? That Uchimata there was, well, not quite lined up, but almost, with the power that she has, almost gets the score. Possibility that they might have fought, those two coaches. Oh, look at that. Oh, Fazlou. Fazlou takes her over. A big hip throw there. And it's not going to be a Brazilian medal, I'm afraid. And Fazlou, at last, changes. She went right to Uchimata. This time, it was big hips across on the left. Canadian herself, of course. Kaju in white, Boschman Pinard in blue. Final, the under 63 kilos category. Tries the Sumigeshi, and now are we going to see it?
Turn.
Yeah, now. Yeah, she just had a little panic there, didn't she, Kaju?
Yeah, she's normally the one doing the attacking in there.
Exactly. That's what I said. You know, when you attack them, it's a different thing, because they're not used to that. They're used to dominating and controlling.
No, if you're going to drill something in the dojo, you're not drilling the defense.
Well, you don't. You drill the attacks. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Came in as a number 2 seed, Boschman Pinard. What were the other choices for the Japanese fighters? Look at this. This might go. Oh, look at this. She might go into it here. That was close.
Just got the leg.
Wow, that was really close there. And she's going to go onto the arm now. And that's exactly the way I would go. And just looking at it there, you know, you'd think, well, this is a great opportunity here. She's working very, very hard here. Just looking for that little bit of space. Just give me a little bit of space there, and we'll have a little attack onto that arm. Head away. Can she go in? Can she slot in? Referee allowing it to go on. Now this is what doesn't happen to Keiju very often. So far, the Newaza exchanges Boschman Pinard has come off best. She wants another go at it, doesn't she? She really does. I mean, she wouldn't be doing that, you know. Hopefully, we don't get any kind of penalty for that. Oh no, it's going to be Keiju. Yeah. No, but I was hoping that Boschman Pinard didn't get it for dropping on her back.
Okay, little Sumigaishi attempt blocked by Keiju, so again she has to defend it, so there won't be a false attack. She moved her as well with that one.
Yes, she's way behind, isn't she, Keiju? In fact, I don't think we've seen her do a big attack herself, and I think that's what coach is shouting out. And we knew that probably from a Tachiwaza point of view, I mean, I think you got the tactics probably right there. You know, look for the Tachiwaza, and then when you get the chance, let's have the Newaza.
Yamaguchi Kirari and Takaichi Miku were the other choices. I suppose a little bit lower down, Nabakuranami, but she's probably, you know, done her time. Takaichi, I think, would probably have been the other
possibility,
pick.
yes.
But I guess what they're looking at is the fact that Takaichi is 31. She's in her second
They're looking
incarnation.
for next Olympics, aren't they, in this next cycle, really, you know, and how many times will Keiju be out there now? 25.
So we went with the younger fighter.
How awkward does that look? How awkward does Boschman Pinard look there? Almost back to front there on Keiju.
45 seconds. A single score now would take it. Whoever scores now will take it.
I'm really hoping, certainly from my perspective, I'm thinking don't overdo it with the Sumigaishi, you know, look for something else.
She's penalty free, so the risk really isn't there that bad. Thought about the little Kosotagaki, you know, kind of mixed action, Kataguruma.
This isn't a good place to be. It really isn't a good place to be here.
Got to get the turn right.
Yeah, and she's really holding on tight to that foot there. And if she gets that foot out, the referee will allow it to carry on. And she traps it again. Yeah. That's going to come out this time, though. And I think that she's going to have to go. Look at that.
She was good.
Yes,
Timed
she did
right.
well there. She really did time that right.
This is a very good showing from Boschman Pinard. If I was the coach, I'd be really happy with everything that she's done up to now. She just nullified any kind of danger. That's the first time that she's been in any danger.
Yes, and she's had a couple of really good attacks as well on the ground.
Yeah, strong ones.
Really strong attacks herself. And we knew that, you know, they're pretty even, actually, on the ground. Saying that, she needs to not give her those same chances again. Now she's on, and this is where she's strong.
She's forced her into that Sutemi was
She wants
effort.
that turn, look, and she's after the turn. Wasn't quite balanced right. Wraps that belt up here, looking for the turnover. This isn't a good place to be. This is a possibility of coming out. She's got the outside coming. And she's got the outside coming there. It was always the danger, wasn't it?
5 seconds is all that needed.
5 seconds golden score, and Keiju is the world champion. So the Newaza won out in the end, didn't it? And it was a good exchange, though, and a really good contest.
Kaju Haruka of Japan did in the final what she'd done